And now, your reigning, defending, greatest wrestling podcast of all time. This is Let Me Book the Territory, the podcast for smart marks and nostalgia nerds. Featuring A-Dub.
On site, and it's on site.
B.A.
How can the heel heal off on the heel when the heel is healing?
And E-Ray.
No wrestling moves. Just hands. Just hands.
Powered by the Embrace the Turn Up Network. In partnership with the Inaudible Ruckus Podcast.
Welcome to the madness here. Hey.
Hey.
Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of the oldest of ages, hopefully, because we know we got some people out there and we are not like them and they are not like us. Let me tell you, this is the greatest wrestling podcast of all time, the most organically absurd wrestling pod you will ever hear. It is Let Me Book the Territory. It is I, E-Ray, the quasi-bad guy, the Diet Coke of evil, the man of 7/8 teeth, Ilja Dragonovs, if you will, here at your service, and I am accompanied by my Grapsmen. Gentlemen.
Grapsmen, I like that.
You're goddamn right, I'm on fire today. First and foremost, you heard him. The man, the myth, the alleged, I don't know. It's the guy. He's been all over the place. CVS is where he lays his head, though, is where he gets his check, where he gets his bread, though. He is in aisle 9 all the time.
It's the Dub Show. It's your boy A-Dub, the pod god, the pod tribal chief, if you will. This week I am A-Dub Lamar because I am full of hate.
Oh.
What's up, fellas? How you doing?
A-Dub Lamar or A McIntyre. Either or.
Speaking of which,
Man of many names.
Can I put this to a vote to the fellas? I vote that this year, for the second annual Bookies, we name Hater of the Year after one Kendrick Lamar.
The Kendrick Lamar Hater of the Year Award?
The Kendrick Lamar Hater of the Year Award.
Make sure you mark it down.
I like it.
Before we forget. Because again, things be moving, so we might forget. That other voice you heard there was the co-creator of the newest and greatest metric in which we now rate all wrestling, which is vein/ponytail slaps. I'm talking about the bearded menace himself. And never mind. Sean, producer Sean. I was gonna go into another Kendrick Lamar Drake bar, but I'm letting it breathe.
Yeah, let it breathe.
What's going on, brother?
Not much. Blessed to be here to inform the masses on the slappers after slappers after slappers. Thank you so much.
Yeah, don't do that, Dub. That sounds crazy. That sounds crazy.
The echo in that room sound wild.
Hey,
Yeah.
man. Slaps.
Hey! No. Ladies, gentlemen, where do we even start? We had one of the craziest, rowdiest, most energy-filled PLEs that I can remember. Backlash happened, and I mean, I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. I know we pretty much had our predictions. Do we have the totality, the number of who got what right? How much we got right?
We all had the exact same picks.
I mean, basically.
Not
And
surprised.
yeah, we were right across the board.
That's crazy. But it tells you, we know our shit. Ebonically speaking, we know our shit. Shout out to Marlon Wayans. Guys, this shit was crazy. I am still in utter disbelief. This was something different. And I think WWE has tapped that main vein. And they understand, overseas is that bag. Like, they said, Wembley, watch this. And they went, France was rocking.
Boy.
Yeah, from
Crowd
start to
hot.
finish. Let's go through it. First and foremost, we had the bloodline, or MFT, or EBT, or
Motherfucking Tonga.
yeah, whatever the name called, versus RKO.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's
it
weird
works.
how that works, but yeah.
Love the
Yeah.
t-shirt. Love the t-shirt.
Yes, Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. Really good how they do those things. But we had that. The match, as predicted, shenanigans all along, and then another fucking Samoan. What are your thoughts? Give me your thoughts, man.
The whole island gonna show up before long. Like, Survivor Series, we're obviously getting the War Games this year of just the Samoan Civil War.
Yes.
I didn't know Tonga Loa was signed. I thought they just signed Tama Tonga, so I didn't know Tonga Loa was even signed. So when he showed up, I was like, oh shit. Gorillas of Destiny in WWE. And then my mind, like, I completely forgot about the rest of the match. My mind went straight to, we're getting Gorillas of Destiny versus Usos at WrestleMania next year. I need it. Put it in my veins.
Slaps.
All the slaps. And we we can get Gorillas of Destiny versus Gallows and Anderson now. Full Bullet Club warfare.
I don't know if they'll go that deep with the Bullet Club storyline.
Yeah, I don't know if that's
No, they're not gonna
That's
involve
gonna
the
hit for about
storyline, but we can get the match. We can get the match, and if they let them promo a little bit, they can allude to some shit.
Maybe on a Tuesday. I don't know.
Kind of how the main eventers alluded to some things before some face slaps happened. Not vein slaps, some face slaps. But yeah, Backlash opened up pretty hot. Are you guys tired? Sean, I'll ask you. Are you tired of this formulaic bloodline, no DQ, random extra Samoan insert here formula? Or is it still working for you?
It still works because they're building it how they should. They're just angry Samoans whooping niggas' asses. That's all it is. And so I enjoy it. Once they gonna, like Dub said, we're gonna get a War Games out of it. We're gonna get Gorillas and versus the Usos. So
I'm here for it.
I'm full ahead for it.
Okay. It felt predictable to me. Like, we knew what it was gonna be. We just didn't know who it was gonna be. So everybody was like, "Oh, it's Jacob Fatu. We know it."
I thought it was gonna be Jacob.
Psych your mind. Just didn't happen like that. It's okay.
Let's ask the question: when does Jacob debut?
What's the next PLE?
What, Berlin?
Because I don't know. King of the Ring. I don't know how accurate the information
Saudi Blood Money
is.
7.
But they're worried about Jacob overshadowing Solo because
Jacob's the best worker in the entire family.
Exactly. If you've seen Jacob Fatu wrestle and cut promos and all that shit, that nigga's insane. Like,
Samoan Werewolf's a bad motherfucker.
That nigga is insane. And I can absolutely see the moment he hops on WWE television, Solo's an afterthought.
Damn.
Off the rip.
Well, you just can't let him talk. Like, you can't let him
That's
talk,
what we
and
said
he has to defer to Solo. He just has to, because it'll be apparent very quickly. As good as Solo is, Jacob Fatu, he the one.
Not the two.
I wouldn't make him a bitch. I'm sorry. No, I can't do that. I can't do it. I can't. That's why they haven't debuted him yet. They're not ready.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm this is all new to me. I don't know his work like you guys, so I'm just taking it as it comes. I did hear that is definitely on the dirt sheets that they're worried about this, but it's like at this point, I don't know what y'all are doing with Solo. So you gotta act like you gotta stop the bullshit and have Solo like, yeah, I was taking orders from the real tribal chief, and then give The Rock illusion. Like, we need something now, because Solo is not able to take the place of Roman. Those are big shoes to fill. Crazy enough that we're here because they just didn't build it right. We talked about this last week. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We got to give it more than 2 weeks. We got to give it some time to build out. But just saying, they had some missteps in how they assumed this was going to work. And now those leaps are not, it just needs some work. So I'm perfectly fine with that. Next.
That was a triple threat.
I would say the best match on the card. My favorite match on the card.
It's one or two. It's one or two.
Women's triple threat by far.
Best match on the card. Top two, and it ain't two. Sorry.
Can I just say that the Tiffany Stratton agenda is in full effect right now?
Absolutely.
Full effect.
What the fuck was that? Okay.
No. I get it. I love Tiffy time, but honestly, I had a completely different take on that. She did great, but I think Naomi did great as well. But my take from this has nothing to do with either of them. Because again, as I just said, there's one person that was in that ring that said, motherfuck the big three. It's just big me. Fuck the 4 horsewomen. It's just big me. Bayley had that fucking crowd rocking.
International crowds love Bayley.
They love Bayley all the time.
Oh, hey, Bayley. I was like, this shit goes so hard. I wanna know, wanna be my girl. Everybody asking, Bayley, we see you. Will you be my girl?
Like she couldn't even heal her way through those chants last year she was over there. So her being a face now, being able to appreciate it, like it was
dance to
really
it.
dope.
Yeah, it was.
Shit was lit. That energy made it's undescribable how much and that might be the most energetic I've ever had or heard a women's match ever. And it's crazy because the women's matches, my favorite women's matches of all time, are one is NXT, of course. I always mention I think Takeover Brooklyn with Sasha and Bayley. That's like incredible. Then Bianca and Sasha at Mania. And those are fantastic. This crowd-wise blows that out of the stratosphere because they were just so into this match.
The what?
Every move.
The stratosphere, you said? Oh, okay.
What's wrong with that? Can't say.
It's Tiffy time.
It's not Trish Stratus. It's Tiffany Stratton sphere. No, get it.
Yeah, Stratosphere.
That was a bit of a reach, but I'll let you have that stretch.
All right.
Stretch Armstrong, you got it. Yeah. I love the spots. I think besides the crowd, again, the way they were going for Bayley, I was like, I am so hyped for this. I cannot. Bayley elbow dropping the tag team moves. Sometimes her and Naomi get down, beat the shit out of Tiffy. Split leg moonsaults. Like shit was just going. I'm talking about like that was supreme.
It was so great to see a women's match and nobody miss a moonsault.
Supreme Lady Graps.
Shout out to Charlotte
Like,
Flair.
it was incredible.
My God.
It was great. I had so much fun with that match. Definitely my favorite match of the card by far. Absolutely a coming out party for Tiffany Stratton. But shout out
3D
to
her to take her out of the
Protected.
ending. I'm like,
oh my
yo,
God. Protected.
rookies don't get protected like this.
hey. It wasn't a 3D. It's a
1D.
You're right.
But
That's
be that
creepy
as it
how
may,
y'all said that in unison. I want to let y'all know.
we the ones. Like, thought me a tribal tree.
Light skin energy.
I will
BL
say,
energy.
this is the beige cast, ladies and gentlemen. It just needs to be said that Naomi, fantastic job, like anchoring the match as well. Like, such good work. And then of course, like I said, Bayley is just Bayley. She is who she is. She's her. So I love, again, I can't speak more highly of this match. I love Lady Graps, and this shit had the energy and the moves to match like everything. I was like, this is so fire. I will probably be going back and watching this match again. And it was like, I didn't know who was gonna win, but I assumed it was gonna be Bayley.
Yeah, definitely.
But again, Backlash. So I was like, yeah, ain't nothing changing. Cool. Am I wrong in this? Sean, talk me down off this hyperbole mountain. Tell
The
me
only
why
way
this
I would
wasn't
talk you down is if I could convince you that Tiffany Stratton should have won the belt. But that ain't gonna happen yet. She got less than a year and she'll be champion. All right. Other than that, this match was, in my opinion, like I said, it was a great story for Bayley, great match for Bayley. Naomi held it down, but this was really a showcase for Tiffy time, in my opinion.
So let me pitch this to you guys.
do that.
Tiffany wins Queen of the Ring.
Oh,
Starts her run. I think Tiffany takes that belt. When we'll be in the building
that's a good spot. But I
at
don't,
First Energy Stadium,
Money in the bank.
Cleveland.
Money in the bank.
where Money in the Bank?
I
Money in
say
the Bank's
Tiffy.
in-
I say Tiffy.
Money
That-
in the Bank's in the 6.
Oh,
Look, I say Tiffy wins Money in the Bank. That is the perfect.
that's what
Nice
it's gonna be.
call in. Nice call in.
BBL Tiffy.
But you could just see it. You could just see it now. She got the pink briefcase with Tiffy and like the Barbie lettering across it. It just, I can see
I'm
it.
not
It's
mad
gotta
at that.
happen.
I'm
It's
not
gotta
One of-
happen.
I think one or the other. She wins one of these big things
Money in
over
the Bank.
summer.
I'm go-
That's why I
going
say Money in
I
the
like that
Bank.
better.
I say Money in the Bank versus Queen of the Ring because
Yeah.
she can't do both. That's too much of a rocket. She one or the other.
Yeah. Definitely, I can see Money in the Bank because it just is such a good way to show her character. I'd imagine her being like the female Austin Theory, like as far as like the character, and just being like so annoying and just but great annoying. Like, oh, I love how annoying and ignorant she is. It's so good. Cause you know,
can see that.
I don't even know why I'm even here. Cause
Hello, I have the briefcase, so that means it's time for me to talk.
yes.
Or she turns it into a big ass like Birkin bag type purse or some shit.
Oh, that would be
Fire.
yes, fire.
I like it.
Yeah,
Just a
and
huge
just
ass Barbie
stalking,
bag.
Yeah, that would be fun. Moving on. Next match on the card.
What do we
Wasn't
have? We
BBL
did.
Prison.
That would have been the women's tag titles. Am I correct?
Well, we won't know, so we'll just say you're correct and keep it moving.
Yeah.
Probably my least favorite match of the night, but not by not because it was bad. It was just the least I knew I knew what was gonna happen, and I almost knew how it was gonna happen. I will say, but not for nothing, probably my favorite spot of the night.
What the end? Like the
Kyrie,
standing?
the Kyrie pop her up on the shoulders, spin her
Yes.
around, pop her back
Yes.
down, hit her with the jaded. I was like, oh, Oh, that's an athlete.
Something. I was like, oh.
I was just like, man, it should have been me.
Getting glam slammed.
Should have been me.
Getting the glamazon.
We need that on a button. Jesus.
It was great. Yeah, that shit did it for me. Other things, again, pump kick. I think this is the thing that we're learning. Even like watching it, I was like, they're still trying to teach Jade how to sell. She's a good offensive giver, but like when she has to learn how to better comeback, do her comeback, and she has to learn how to really sell. But she did pretty good selling like Kyrie and Asuka's kicks and shit like that, just being kind of wobbly, all that stuff. It looked way better than I've seen her before. So she is learning, but it's not as fast. But it for the most part, they did a really good job. Bianca, again, by far my favorite women's wrestler. She just can do it all. She's a 5-tool player. She can do everything and then some. Like if they decide to one day just make her the new China and just make her just whip people's that make power slams some niggas, don't forget what she did to Otis. Like, dog, she is incredible. Like, and then she's not problematic either. Fucking love Bianca Belair. Shout out to her and Montez. I love her. Like,
I will say,
you're the best.
If you want to teach Jade how to sell, put her in there with Asuka, because you don't have to sell Asuka kicks. Them shits just hurt.
Yeah, but
that's a different way how to learn that. I mean,
like, oh, bitch, you slapped me. Why you hit me so hard?
She get her to tie up. Asuka's like, all right, I'm gonna hit you with a spinning back fist, and Jade's like, okay, and then she gets hit with a spinning back fist.
You knocked my tooth. Gotta pick that shit up like the Kumite, nigga. Oh god damn. Yeah.
So then they can show her the tape back. You're like, CJ, you gotta react to this like to everybody's moves. Like, no, but that shit really hurt. Like,
right.
Well, we had
you want me to lose a tooth every time? Like, no.
We got good dental, brother.
Right. Nah.
All right.
I think they need to. I think they're doing what they need to do. They're bringing her along slow. She's a champion, and I'm happy for it. Like,
yeah,
good job.
They're doing the right things because she was too big for an NXT run.
Yeah.
So they had to put her in these medium deep waters.
And I'll say, I won't say she was too big for an NXT run. I'll say she wouldn't have gained much from it because the people she's working are probably less experienced than her. So that doesn't make as much sense. Now, what I will say is throwing her in the deep end, they slow played it well because now they can have tag matches where, of course, she's the hot tag. And Bianca's doing all the heavy lifting. She get a punt kick in here and some things there. Just working on the timing. That's all I need from her. But she looks a billion part. Oh my God, she looks the part. I couldn't help it with her hair and everything right now. She reminds me so much of like Tiana Taylor ex Megan Good. Like, just smashed them together. And it's like the great. I was like, oh, God, I love black women. They're just the best, right? Right?
Magical as fuck.
Man, fantastic. Shout out to them. Great. I'm happy we called this. That there was no way those belts weren't coming off. Shout out to Kyrie Sane, still with the best elbow in the biz. I know the ghost of Macho is listening.
Yo, what you say, brother? Runs straight to the tippy top.
What?
Oh, you see, she's coming from a spot, brother. Macho, you've been dead for 15
You don't even know.
Still got a spot.
Crazy, but yeah, that Kyrie Sane elbow, fucking thing of beauty. Top 3 for sure. And
that elbow was so good. It looks like if someone were like to actually move out of the way, she would like legitimately like shatter her elbow because all her weight would be coming down on it.
Because the way she swings her body, like it's something about the whole action and setup. It just looks phenomenal. Like
everybody else is just like, jump this way. She's like, nope, jump, swing my legs. So all my body weight is on the point of this elbow. It's gonna go through your heart, and you're gonna just see your heart explode like Mortal Kombat.
X-ray. And you gotta ask her maker.
You ready for me?
Because then she's going to see Jesus Christ. It's over. You're dead now. You're dead now.
Hey, what happened to you? Insane elbow, brother.
Heart completely exploded. Just
send you to the battle royal in the sky, brother.
No translation.
Hit you with that elbow. Next thing you hearing is Kanye. How could you be so heartless? What? Why am I hearing that?
Because
you ain't got no heart no more.
Talking about just heart juice everywhere. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's all you need. That insane elbow. Yeah. But shout out to the former tag title carriers. We'll get to them in a moment. I like the pivot. Some things have happened, but moving along the card. How many matches on this card? 4 or 5?
5. I think it was 5 match card.
Quick five of Saturday afternoon Graps.
Yeah, I didn't even get to it till like Saturday and Sunday morning, 2:00 in the morning or some shit. It's crazy, but
I was very hungover on my couch watching it. It was great. Next match on the card: Damian Priest, El Campeon, versus Jay Uso. Before we get to this match, can we talk about how the people of France have not a modicum of rhythm in their entire body?
Oh, them motherfuckers were so lit though, but so offbeat.
So lit.
I think they have a different type of rhythm because that Bayley chant, rhythmic. That
that's just repetition. That's just repetition. It's
no, but you got
rhythm.
Hey, Bayley, I wanna know. Like that's rhythm. It's just white rhythm. It's different.
I think it's just repetition because they chant the same way at soccer games and shit.
I know, and no soccer. Like that's rhythm. It's just a different type of. It's like on the 1 and the 4.
Rhythm. That's vocal. They couldn't move with it.
They couldn't move their body.
They couldn't move with it. Yeah.
Because also, they got the chant rhythm down. They know how to chant and jump.
The lights was all over the place for Jey Uso. I was like, I think I might have a stroke watching this.
Shit looked like a Bray Wyatt entrance. Just fireflies everywhere. What the fuck is this?
But way more like buzzy. Like they were like, it was definitely like a epileptic sensory zone. I don't know who was off more, the people of France, or the people of Cleveland. In the Cavs game, just because they didn't know that they didn't even know what they were supposed to do. They're like, hey, dude did the worst. Sorry, Cleveland, I love you. Cleveland, this is for you. That's the only reason I'm talking about you. I'm a native son. Carry on my waywardness and all that shit. The DJ said, hey, representing everybody, I want you to take out your phones right now and go. Yeah. And they were just like, wait, why? Because they're not wrestling fans, so they didn't know. Fucking Clevelanders like just waving that shit. They doing that Prince Nana dance.
Yes.
Hey,
we're gonna get on the camera.
I don't know.
No, the lights are out.
Oh, yeah. People of France, they knew what they were supposed to do, but they just like up, down, left, right. BA square. Like I don't know what them niggas
do. We clap on the 1 and the 5? What's going on here?
They're trying to put in a cheat code for extra lives. I don't know. That shit was crazy. But shout out to them for even
left, right.
Yeah. No. Funky Frenchman. Whatever. They had to do what they had to do. But still, that crowd was lit, and Jey Uso, great. Yeet. Just when he slams the yeet on you, that shit's crazy. It's the yeet. Like that's my new favorite thing now. Besides BBL Drizzy. Just not going crazy, but just in the middle of the match, just gotta slam the eat on him.
And I noticed Damian Priest got Death Rebelled. Did y'all hear that? The song got changed.
Huh.
You didn't hear his song? That shit is ass. It starts with the all rise and then goes into some.
No, not what you thinking. No, it changed completely. And
it's like Damian Priest.
his music.
It's completely different now. I don't know when it changed.
It's not the Judgement. It's not
No, it's not that one, but it's not his. It's not his old one that he was using like a few weeks ago. No, they made a new one.
Completely.
That's what it completely fucking new, and it is terrible.
And they got Damian like audio. There's Damian like ad-libs over like, oh, rise for
the Judgment Day. Like it's so stupid, man.
It's so bad.
Why so many It's just
It literally sounds like they got a fucking keyboard.
Sound like a 2D fighter. Biff. Gotta take out Chad. Yeah, no.
Yell at JD some more.
Double dragon sound effects.
With the power of the dragon.
All right.
I hate you.
Live the code of the Judgment Day. Fight for.
Oh shit!
That would be better than what Damian has right now. If they just gave me the Double Dragon theme instead of Double Dragon, they said Judgment Day, I'd be like, cool, I can rock with this. That shit he got right now, that is ass.
Live the life of the Judgment Day. That shit right.
And then Damian has to pose.
Back to back. Him and Big Head McDonough just back to back. Oh my god. Imagine fucking JD McDonough and Damian Priest being Billy and Jimmy Lee cast as the new Double Dragons. I would cry. That should be great. Oh man, that's weird. I don't even know what to think about that. That should be hilarious. I definitely see McDonough more as like one of the random Biff henchmen. Like, Tad. Yeah, we need more of that. Anywho, about this match.
Then the bell rang.
Right? What was your assessment, Wiseman? I need to know how you even felt about this match.
I mean,
the Down Undertaker.
It was a Jey Uso match. Jey Uso has a very limited move set. You're getting a super kick. You're getting some worm, chops
sexy
to the throat.
Flexy shit.
You might get a Samoan drop. You're gonna get an Uso splash, and then you're gonna get an Uso spear. Like, not much.
That sounds like hate, man.
I'm not hating.
That sounds like a little hate.
Like a little bit of hate.
It's one dimension. It's a little one-dimensional moveset. He need to spice it up a little more. He ain't got Jimmy to fill in the other 50% of the moveset. That's all I'm saying. All right.
Jimmy got the same moves though.
Exactly, but it looked different from a different angle because it's from a different nigga. So it's like it's different.
Nigga just pulled
They
out
twins. They technically the same nigga.
He just pulled out.
Which one are you, head ass?
Oh, it's the same one anyway.
I am not my brother's keeper.
Dog,
No,
he pulled out some geometry to make it. It's a different angle. That's some big ass hate. That's crazy. This shit look different because he does the same shit, but because you standing on the left side and not the right at a 32-degree angle.
Jimmy don't even do the spear, so he has one less move.
He did it. He does his super kick off the left.
He has 45% of the moves, and Shay has 50.
Oh god.
Okay, that was all.
hate.
It was. It was a mid match. It was a mid match. All right.
Okay.
And then the interference made it worse. It was.
Oh god.
It was whatever, man.
I enjoyed it. I didn't mind it. I think Jay is built for the WWE crowd. It's really easy to follow what's going on. It's not like a lot of ultra graps, but the moves feel impactful because you kind of know the beats, and I don't mind that as long as they're like entertaining. And I think he has enough charisma, borrowing the spear, the Samoan drop kick shit, splash, the flexi spit,
stab
slap.
this way, then stab that way. Yeah, it's real easy.
Are you my friend?
Are we
Super kick you again?
Then stab this way.
He even
Stab
took the
that
Rock.
way.
He even took the Rock's little pose before he hits. Like, come on, man. I mean,
I don't mind.
I like it. Don't get me wrong. I like it. It's just
play the hits. Play the hits, Jay. Eat. Anywho, Damian Priest wins. We knew what he looks great with that belt. So it's. I don't think he's gonna hold on to it.
When is this Judgment Day implosion coming? Because
so
on Monday they hugged it out again.
SummerSlam? I don't know.
Nah, it's. I think. I don't know if they make it to SummerSlam, but I think if so, it's definitely happening at SummerSlam. Okay. I don't know if they can sustain SummerSlam though. Y'all think they can make it that long?
I mean, if I'm JD, he's not gonna keep yelling at me like that.
I mean, Ben hugged it out and he said, "Y'all, I'm sorry for this." Because we didn't talk about after the victory, of course, he then stopped JD and Finn from just putting the beats on Jay. He was going full on not like us on Jay's face.
They was crip walking on Jay like they heard not like us. Come on.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, they not like it. And he was like, hey, get your asses off of him. None of that. Enough. And I was like, wait, why? Like, I get like, the interference part. Like,
stand here and raise your arms with me.
Yeah, I was like, I get that part, but what are you doing? Why can't they beat him up after the match? Don't interfere, sure, because it's like, look, I can do it on my own. But no, you can beat his ass after I beat his ass. That's fine. I don't get it, but we'll see.
They keep saying they want a babyface Latino champion,
but y'all got like, okay, never mind. Okay,
I mean they could have Dragon Lee fail up and take a title off of Damian Priest. I mean
that would
the LWO's on Raw now, so
okay, yeah, well,
it's possible.
Have us walking through the flames. All right, so
we got some things to keep speaking about. We'll get back to that. Put a pin in that.
Walking through the flames. Of the double dragon.
That's more through the fire and the flames at that point.
Moving on. Was this the fifth match?
Final match.
Event.
The final match.
Cody Rhodes.
The final match
versus Uncle Allen. Number
Juiced
two.
Up.
Number two.
Joseph.
In our Kendrick Lamar Hater of the Year award ballot. Uncle Allen, Cody, they went for it. They went for it. They saw what the women did in that triple threat and they said, oh, we gotta go for it. And whew, they put on a hell of a match. I think in that match, it was very apparent that AJ Styles was like, all right, at Mania, I was trying to get LA over. I was doing the job. Now, it's time to send niggas a reminder. Remind y'all who the fuck I am. I'm in full steroid cycle. I'm peaking at the right time. I unleashed all my hate. I refused to too sweet that nigga on the anniversary of the formation of the Bullet Club. And we gonna get after it.
Guys, it's E-Ray here, your friendly neighborhood bad guy. And when I'm not booking the territory or bringing the motherfucking ruckus, you can catch me on my show, Binge Flicks and Chill, where I'll bring my personal outrageous perspective to some of the latest and greatest in television and movies today. You'll laugh, you'll cry, and you'll probably never look at your favorite shows or movies the same again. But tune in and let the binge begin. They got Finn Balor. They have Alan Joseph. They got Cody Rhodes. Gorillas of Destiny. It's insane. Like if they
and
ever,
the Good Brothers.
If they ever. Anyway, that's just me thinking out loud. Back to this match. Alan Joseph, Juiced Up Joseph, and Cody Rhodes put on a match. I will say though, it didn't hit for me as like the triple threat. The triple threat was just it for me. This match, it felt like it got stopped before it could hit the cylinders. That like I liked where it was going. I liked the counters. I thought it was good, but I think something just was lacking, and I believe the build didn't. The build and the positioning. I think who was it? Maybe it was Uncle Dave Meltzer who has said and mentioned like the way this match was built. I think he said something like Vince would have never done this because he didn't care about the in-ring. It's about the spectacle. Even though I get what he's saying, I don't think he's wrong by any means. So whoever was like blowing up about it, I think they just took it wrong. Like, I think that's exactly the case. Triple H put the Graps over the spectacle. But the problem with that is, and even probably the next 3 Cody opponents, you're not gonna believe that they could win. And I think even though Alan Joseph is a real nigga, I was like, oh, this is it. I know it's gonna be a good match, but there was no doubt in my mind that he wasn't going to win because they didn't put enough on the build. You got to put something on that build, like put some stank on it. Like he needs to have, like again, Finn Balor level type shit. Like Finn has an axe to grind against Seth. We are like, he's taking that belt. There was no like, I needed some more to the build, and I think that took away from the match to me because I'm like, Cody's gonna win. This should be entertaining, and it was cool. I love the counters and stuff, and they let him go. They cut him loose a bit, but there was no where it wasn't in doubt that, yeah, you're about to catch this crossroads and it's over, buddy. And it felt like that, and I was like, that's why it didn't do anything to me. Only thing I did appreciate is that the fact that he didn't have to spam it. I think they got to work them way backwards now, because beforehand they did such a crazy job with Cody versus Seth, having them insane bangers, and then Cody versus Roman, where he had got to a level where he's just fucking spamming crossroads. So when you see a Cody cutter, then the crossroads get it done, it's like, because you're expecting 14 crossroads before he could pin a nigga, and a nigga still kick out at two and a possible. So it's like, all right, what's happening here? But yeah, it is what it is. Good match, but I was not moved. That's what I said. It really didn't do it for me.
Lacked purpose.
Yeah,
I'm
sorry. And this is no hate, because I love Cody, but I know they just have to figure it out. And I think it comes with the build. Anything you do with Cody for this first run has to be about the story, and the story is imperative. You can't go exhibition style. I'm not even gonna say the company, I'm not gonna say the name, but you go exhibition style, like, oh, dream match, best of the best. Yeah, that don't move the needle here. And as good as it was, it didn't hit what it was supposed to, because it did not have that extra thing. And that extra thing is what has made wrestling in the zeitgeist right now and so big. It's because people need that extra thing to cling on to. And I think that match to me was an afterthought in comparison to everything else that was on the card. What do you want from me? I'm sorry.
I was surprised about that one. I was thinking this was gonna be like your match of the night. You know, this was the shit. But I mean, I agree.
I like Alan
wrestling wise, absolutely. But if you're just overall entertained and how much you're, brought into the match, then yeah, I can see why no one gives a fuck about it. This seems like one of the things you would have saw them run on like a house show that you wanted to see the footage of, but they don't have it.
Like, oh shit, they was cooking.
Exactly. Yeah, little 10-minute match main event on a house show. But
in order to truly service this, you would have had to have him like really build it up and have Alan Joseph like, I see your hot shit around here. Feed him somebody else on Backlash, and then have Alan step in and start taunting them, talking shit. Like, for real, it should have been LA Knight. That would have been fun. Just something different. Let them just go.
I don't know if they could write that well. Babyface LA Knight versus babyface Cody Rhodes. I mean, that would have been your exhibition. But if you're gonna give us an exhibition, give us that then. I prefer a babyface versus babyface, and it's like, all right, LA Knight still just couldn't quite get it done, but he's such a big name where it's just fun. Versus, like, I think you just wasted a prime Allen Joseph match. Like, you got AJ Styles is right there. Besides the crowd going, it's phenomenal, la 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 la, or whatever they were saying. Like, that shit was hard. But other than that, it really needs more story, because I want to believe that Allen Joseph could possibly take this belt. And the only way you can believe in these particular people taking that belt off of Cody is with a proper build, a proper storyline, and maybe some intermediate challenges prior to, where it's like, okay, he got a couple defenses in. Now, toward the middle/ladder run, I think that's when you unleash that.
So I think they're going to run this back for that very reason. Like, now you use this first victory to give, like, that story. Allen jumps Cody backstage because as they've just locked the rosters, they have to build somebody. But again, Allen's not a guy you need to build. He's a 2-time world champion, one of the greatest to ever do it, and he's just on a hater run. So we know what he is, who he is, and we understand why he would just want that title back and why he would just dislike Cody. I think they alluded to some things in that press conference that I think they can build on going, like, forward if they do decide to run this back. AJ saying, like, yeah, I'm gonna whoop your ass just like I whooped your daddy's ass back in the day, because they alluded to in the press conference that Dusty wrestled AJ in the Indies at some point. Might actually been on TNA actually. Go ahead. I was gonna say, like, I think that's how you build the story to this. But the thing with this, to me, this whole card we thought was gonna be blah, it ended up being better than we thought, is I think they were doing too much too soon with the draft right after Mania, doing a tournament. And so that, I think that's what led to, like, this not having the big, the emotion tied to it. But I think you can move forward going with that, and then you run this back at King and Saudi Blood Money 12.
Okay.
That's what I would do, me personally.
So let me ask you this. You said they were doing a lot, but I would say, and you guys can feel free to step on it as you want to. Mine is like the major attraction type deal. Monday Night Raw might have been one of the best in years. And again, we say that quite often, but as far as, like, wrestling and matches and stuff, like, it was just some bangers on that bitch. I was like, all right. Well.
Monday Night Raw has one of the best rosters in years. Like, I don't know if you've kind of recollected over who's on the Raw roster at the moment.
I didn't have a chance to, because of we didn't talk draft.
Bro, I mean, I know, I look, one of the first people, I know I've shitted on them in the past, but they got people like Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker just got drafted there, Chad Gable, CM Punk, all of Judgment Day, Dijak just got drafted there, Jey Uso's on that bitch, Imperium, Walter, Ilja Dragunov, Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, like
CM Punk,
Ricochet, Seth Rollins.
Whoa. WWE Speed Champion Ricochet.
WWE Speed Champion Ricochet. Seth Rollins, The New Day. Like, Raw clears SmackDown as far as roster.
It's crazy. But again, I don't that begs the question, does somehow we get more bloodline shit intertangling with Cody, because he ain't got really that many opponents, because everybody's on fucking Raw.
Mm-hmm. We'll get it eventually. I think they're having it cool off for a little bit, and then eventually Solo's gonna get a shot. I mean, maybe Jacob, if they rocket him to the moon, which they probably will have to.
Dangerous.
So
I think they got to play into the final boss shit. But be that as it may, we're here now. Monday Night Raw. King and Queen of the Ring matches, like all night long. Just giving it to you like Val Venus. all the Damian Priest noises. It was crazy. Fucking tournaments abound. You tired of tournaments, Dub?
What?
Oh,
hold on.
I'm just checking.
What?
Don't look like you're engaged.
Every day of the week. What?
Oh, okay.
King and Queen of the Ring, Intercontinental World Title tournaments, all of that shit. Tag title tournaments, trios titles tournaments, all of that shit.
G1s? No.
G1s.
No? Okay.
They got a whole roster of G1 winners now. They could.
This is basically an E1. Like if we being real with the niggas that's wrestling tonight or on Raw, yeah, this is basically an E1. This is the shit.
He's not wrong. So I will say this, man, I don't even know where do we start? Because
I want Sheamus versus Gunther once a year for the rest of my life until Sheamus decides to retire.
Really?
I need it.
Once a year, at least once a year.
I don't think Sheamus' chest can handle that.
That's not my problem.
Damn. Sheamus just end up fucking wheelchair. Listen here, laddie. My chest.
That's not my problem. He can get a new chest. Play the thing. BBL.
Play the thing. Hey. BBL Sheamus. BBL Sheamus.
That could be an entrance music in like 15 years when he ain't got a chest no more.
Yeah,
I don't care. I want Sheamus versus Gunther once a year.
When Sheamus mutates into what's his name? The other
Rocksteady?
No, we had the Shillelagh.
Oh, Finley?
Yes.
Finley? Sheamus is mutating into Finley.
And I like to fight.
I'm looking for a fight. Yeah, Sheamus. Oh man, that was brutal, but it was great. That was our main event. Good job on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I mean, my match of this evening, because again, it was all about the Graps. Give it up for the Graps tonight. Graps. Graps.
What match you about to say?
Oh my God. Ilja Dragunov versus Ricochet.
Versus who?
Excuse me. Versus Speed Champion Ricochet.
They made a huge mistake not having him come out with that belt and introducing him as such.
Absolutely. And that's your girl too. This is your world tour, your girl tour. What are you doing? You need to come out there with that championship, have your girl announce you as a champion, as you should be held in high regard as such, and then represent it. But they didn't want to taint this. Oh yeah, we know you losing, so don't even bring that shit out. we want you. That's crazy. But I'll say this. This is why this match hit so hard for me, and then I'll cut it over to y'all.
Because Ilja Dragunov hit you so hard.
Oh yeah, it was so many violent hits. But the fact that he's Ricochet's size, so they were able to it wasn't just like this Ricochet doing all this mini shit, flippy shit, and then getting just demolished. It was a even exchange back and forth. Ricochet, he put the stats on his character. He used his VC points and earned a couple reversals, couple kickouts. I was like, oh, he is cooking tonight. All right, usually this is when it's over. It's like during a Ricochet match when it's about to end. This one, extendo. I was like, oh, okay, they going to the old Ricochet, to the Prince Puma days. They letting this nigga cook. And then, of course, Ilja Dragunov being the most intense nigga on earth.
No. He said he's not intense. He's intensity.
He is
intensity.
He's the definition of the word.
Oh, all right. It's crazy.
I've just seen that picture. Ilja just looking crazy with the red face. That's just what I imagine every single time.
He's
That's
insane.
how he looks when he's at home.
He's always squinting. Like he just taking a permanent shit.
All nine, brother. All nine, brother.
Yeah, I was like, you need some Docalax, brother. Like that stool softener. Something. That shit ain't moving. Bowels ain't moved in 4 years. Ilya's just cool. If that ain't the cover art, I don't know what we doing here.
Sean, you gotta put that in the chat right now. That
Ilya.
Shout out to Ilya. Shout out to Ricochet because it took 2 of those American History X bombs to take him out. So, bravo.
Facts.
Bravo. He overcame racism once and then racism hit him harder.
Yeah, because that's what racism does. Comes back with a vengeance.
Spins the block. It hits you harder.
Oh shit, racism came back.
That's an interesting point. I was even saying if Ilya Dragunov drops H-bombs, what does Ilya Dragunov drop? If racism spins blocks.
Oh, we gotta make a deep fake of that.
Oh shit, that's crazy. I don't know. Ilya Dragunov should drop F-bombs.
Is he dropping N-bombs or like what is?
Definitely N-bombs. Nigga, nigga this, nigga that. I ain't say my nigga with an H, nigga.
Nigga.
Can you lend a nigga a pencil? That's all we need. That's all we need. But yes, that match went crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not watched, please go back now. If you don't do anything else, go watch Ilja Dragunov versus, yes, the most hated BA person, Ricochet, go crazy because they killed. What an incredible match. And Braun Strowman's sighting. Braun Strowman came out and said, "Hey, I don't mean to interrupt. You talking to Ricochet here." Well, nigga, why'd you come in the camera? You could have just stayed. You could have just stayed
waited,
silent.
nigga.
Yeah. Don't even bring all attention to me, because I'm 6'7", 600 pounds. I'm ready to bench, brother. I'm just eating a raw steak. No, just keep your focus on Ricochet.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Brian. Back to you, Rich. I don't know what the fuck to do with that. Oh my God. I was like, that was weird, but all right. I love it because I did love that tag team. If he wouldn't have got hurt, I think they were definitely headed to the promised land. Anyway, yeah, that match was fucking great. I was just so happy to see Ricochet. I was like, the first H-bomb came, I was like, oh, it's over. Damn.
Yeah, I thought it was over right there.
No, just like kicked out, then hit him with a recoil and some other shit. I was like, oh, they are going. I was like, wait, Ricochet's not gonna win this match, is it? I was like, maybe. Like they were cooking, but that shit was incredible.
To hit the headbutt, and then Ricochet hit him with the recoil. I was like, are they gonna do the thing? I'm like, is Ricochet gonna like win a match on Raw?
Yeah,
No,
is his woman gonna get to announce his name? Say his name. Say it. Not yet.
In other news on Monday Night Raw, this Intercontinental title picture between Chad Gable, Sami Zayn, and the Wiseman's like opposite
evil twin,
evil nemesis,
Bizarro,
evil twin,
Bizarro
Bronson
Wiseman.
Reed, heating up.
I love Bronson Reed, though.
So good. He's so
He
good.
just be ready to whip ass, and he don't care who's. He just coming in there like, you gonna catch it. I love it. I'm so happy.
You gonna catch a tsunami. You gonna catch a tsunami. You gonna catch a tsunami.
It's so good. I don't want him in this spot. I wish he was in the heavyweight championship picture because it fits better. Because this is like so good, but I'm like, damn, I don't want him, but he kind of has to win.
But I also want to see Chad Gable give him a German suplex. Like,
yes, it's
like,
such a.
Both things are true. Like, I don't want him in the spot, but I also want to see Chad like German suplex him and go full Perk Angle.
Yes, I'm so conflicted, but I think what they got building between them three whenever that match like happens,
You think we get that match at Saudi?
I
Or do they
feel
hold
like
it to the 6?
what's next?
Saudi. King and Queen of the Ring. Blood Money 24.
I feel like they can't hold it back because it's right there.
I agree.
And I feel like, unfortunately, they have an excuse to get it out of here, to move it off when you got a triple threat. That makes things interesting.
So
but
that means
I feel like they're not going to
coming
move.
up. Alpha Academy is going to have matches with Bronson and Sammy and lose, thus further frustrating Coach Gable. And then at some point, we get
the Creeds.
The Creeds.
So shout out to the cameraman while CM Punk pulls up, and he's about hit my music, and he's walking through Gorilla and just walking through the backstage getting the Gorilla. You just randomly see Chad Gable chastising the whole fucking Alpha Academy in the background. Like, that's great. Your face as oh, hey, CM Punk. Yeah, good job. Your face as shit. Do the things. Do what I tell you to do. What I tell you to do.
Great. That whole camera run from CM Punk, from him getting there to going out, I'm like, this is such a differently produced product now, and I fucking love it.
I do. So with that said, we spoke his name. Segment. Drew McIntyre pulled out of the King of the Ring tournament, damaged elbow, pulls off in his Corvette, and as soon as he pulls off, CM Punk pulls up in his like Thunderbird or some shit, having fun, and old classic baby, still wearing that damn cutoff shirt with the ring around the neck. I don't love that, but fine. The promo he cut. Please tell me why that wasn't the best thing that happened.
I mean, it wasn't the best thing that happened because Ilja Dragunov H-bombed Ricochet twice, but
racism spent the block.
Yeah, racism spun the block. Sheamus got his chest destroyed. But other than that, CM Punk cutting another scathing promo on Drew McIntyre, which means next week Drew McIntyre will reestablish himself as Kendrick Lamar Hater of the Year.
Yeah, make sure you add that K dot too.
Yes. But no, it was a phenomenal promo.
Was it phenomenal?
I was very salty that Drew McIntyre didn't show back up the way CM Punk kind of alluded to him showing back up. I was like, oh, I need this. I need Drew beating up security guards and then them holding each other off, and then Drew doing like a dive over the ropes on more security guards, and they all fall like bowling pins. I need all of it. Make me feel like these niggas really hate each other.
I would have been excited, but they're doing it the right way. They're keeping them away from each other, and we're getting to just watch it build. That's why when they finally do get a chance to like lock up,
great match.
It's gonna be so good.
It's gonna be great.
So they're doing that right. Other than that, what they're not doing right. New Day. Xavier Woods broke off. Why do you have Kofi sitting there cutting that promo? I didn't believe not a thing he was saying. I'm sorry. I love Kofi and I love the New Day. I'm like, you're not winning, dog. You're not winning. So let's cut to the chase.
Cutting a promo for a match that's getting moved to a house show is very strange.
The strangest, but you know, it's so strange. I don't look. Y'all ain't gonna give a shit about it. I don't either. I ain't
gonna be able to watch it. What do I care about it for? Like, what the fuck?
You.
Like, what you cutting the promo about?
Right.
You was talking to me for 5 minutes about some shit that I don't have access to.
You just gonna see that. You gonna see that picture get X'd out. It's gonna get grayed out like a fucking Street Fighter. Japan.
Perfect.
That's it. He's out of here now. He's moving on. It's like Rey Mysterio moves on to someone else. And that's it. But I will ask y'all, who is your front runner for King of the Ring? Tell me the match, the who versus who, and tell me the winner. Wiseman, I'm going with you first.
However Ilja Dragunov wins, that's how I need that. That's the ending. Whoever gets spunked on with this historic H-bombs.
I mean, you're saying it. You're saying the thing without even connecting the dots.
All right.
You said the thing.
I said what thing?
Because if Ilja wins, how would he win besides going against somebody historical bombs? I mean, it's there.
I've been saying it's gonna happen for months now.
You can't win that way. They're both on the Raw side of the bracket.
He's gonna have to go through them though. That's gonna happen.
Right, he's gonna go through them, but he can't win it that way.
Yeah, he's not gonna win it that way, but it's gonna happen. Like most definitely, it's gonna happen
for sure.
Man.
And I can't wait.
That's leaving money on the table if it doesn't happen.
In all actuality, the finals probably don't even fucking matter. That's probably gonna be the best match of the whole tournament.
You're probably right.
If we're being real,
who's even SmackDown side? I didn't even know that. See, I told y'all. I just show up. They point me in a direction. Cut the mic on. I start talking.
Hang on. They just unveiled the SmackDown side of the bracket.
Man,
yesterday.
If what's the name is in that shit, I'm beginning to wait.
I know he is.
The first round matches on the SmackDown side of the bracket coming this Friday are going to be Uncle Allen versus Randy Orton.
Oh,
WrestleMania rematch.
I like that.
Baron Corbin versus Carmelo Hayes.
I like that.
LA Knight versus Santos Escobar.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Damn, I'm hating. I was hating too early.
One,
premature. Kendrick
the
Lamar.
almighty Bobby Lashley versus motherfucking Tama Tonga.
Holy shit, that's fucking cold on the low. I didn't even. All right, hold up. Let me rewind. Need to put some respect on them, because I was like, who the fuck is even over there? Them niggas. Them niggas over there. I need. My bad.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of seeing a Ilja and Carmelo rematch.
I was thinking it, but I was too early.
I mean, they're running Walter versus Ilja already. That it's way too early for that, but it's gonna happen.
If that's the case, I think Gunther is going to win.
Oh, sorry, Gunther.
Right. I was like,
it's going to end up being Gunther versus Ilja in the semifinals to decide who comes out of the Raw side.
And it's going to be Gunther. Gunther's going to take him out, and then Gunther's winning. He's got to be King of the Ring. But who do you think he goes on the SmackDown side? It won't be Carmelo. I think Carmelo gets taken out by Bobby.
Well, no, so
that because they ran a little bit
beefing. Yeah, it makes sense.
They ran a little bit of interference where he was kind of like, "Yeah, I don't need your help." And Bobby
so
like,
you think Melo wins his first round match?
I don't see Bobby.
So Melo's gonna beat Corbin, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You picking Melo to beat AJ Styles or Randy Orton in his third match in SmackDown?
That would be the thing.
Ooh,
that
tells you the push is on.
Yeah, I would say that.
That tells you they're putting a rocket on his back. They're not turning it on yet, but they're just gonna put it on.
Damn. Yeah, I'm interested to see how that plays out, because that's far more interesting than whatever they were talking about on Raw. just saying. Sorry.
Yeah, because Gunther's gonna beat the shit out of whoever comes out of Kofi versus Rey Mysterio.
Facts. Other than that,
the kid in me kind of wants it to be Rey Mysterio, because I don't. Actually, kid in me wants it to be Kofi, because I don't want to see one of my childhood heroes get this dog shit beat out of him and thrown out of the ring.
But which one is your childhood hero? Would you let me find out? Dub was
Mysterio.
SOS. Chop dog.
I don't think I started watching Kofi until after Triple H was like, "Where'd your accent go?"
There's trouble in paradise.
I think I first saw one of those promos and I was like, "What is wrestling doing right now? What is this?"
Come to Jamaica.
Why does John Cena have on a lime green t-shirt? Where are the throwbacks? What the fuck is going on?
Yeah. You're right.
This nigga saluting me.
Right. Captain John, what's happening? Yeah.
Oh shit.
So
Getting away from wrestling and then just coming back out of like after like a year or two. It's fucking mind blowing. Like I thought about that just now. I was watching a video of people WrestleMania experiences from the past year. So a gentleman was talking about his experience at WrestleMania 35, and I was thinking like, shit, we're on WrestleMania 40. That card looked completely different than what we got right now.
That card was nasty,
and
if I'm not mistaken.
Because he was saying the Triple H entrance came out. And that was Triple H and I think Kurt Angle versus or Triple H and Stephanie versus Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey or something like that.
Yeah.
Like craziness. The roster is completely different. Neither here nor there. Yeah, I just can't even imagine. Like, shit is just insane.
That was a lot worse than that.
You just come back and be like, wait, what? Why is he doing? Who? Like, you just be trying to understand the characters afterward because they just be so different. So yeah, completely understand that. Getting away from that, do y'all guys want to touch on, NXT?
Couple good segments.
Booker's probably sleeping on the couch again. Just want to say that.
I gotta watch. I did not have time this week to.
Do you want me to spoil it?
I mean, how much do you think our audience cares about this?
I mean, nothing crazy happened.
Wesley came back.
Wesley did come back. Wesley
came back last week.
Great.
Well,
he had a match.
He had a match.
His leg back and his leg work.
Against your favorite guy of all time. Of course, I'm talking about Briggs of Anarchy.
Oh.
Formerly of Briggs and Jensen Construction.
Yeah.
Yes.
He lost his job and just broke bad. I was like I'm doing a biker cake.
They work well together. I will say that. They work well together. Obviously, Wesley won because, come on.
It's BBL.
Wesley.
You're right.
And then Ivar came out there and, they kind of got to brawling again. And then, I'm trying to think. I think Wesley, jumped on, all of them, doing his, spinning Phoenix thing. While the ruler was in that big old podium thing, standing up top, saying, ho, 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 ho.
Ooh.
Love
Big
it.
black nigga. So that was pretty cool to see Wesley back. Do you want to know what happened on Supernova Sessions? Do you want to know? Do you want to know?
I want to watch it.
You want to know?
But fine.
We'll save that one for E-Ray's enjoyment then.
Yes, we.
I mean, if the people want to hear about it, the people want to hear about it. Just get it. I'm gonna watch it.
All right, so check this out, guys. So
did we find out who the
comes
daddy?
out there? Still over. Still very over. Very, very over.
What was he wearing? Final Boss Unlimited clothing this time?
No.
Yeah, he was. He was. Yeah, he had on a Versace vest that was opened up, had the taco meat out and everything with a chain on.
See, I don't know my Versace that well. I'm sorry. You got it. You got it, rich man. You got it.
Oh, Sachi. F-O Sachi.
But anyways, still very over. Very over. Noam Dar starts by giving Trick his flowers, saying how good he is, and then video package, blah, 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 blah. And then Trick's like, hey, Jive Turkeys, I want to know what's in that envelope.
Right.
And then Lash kind of she's like, Trick, and she's still real flirty. Like he be breaking her down. So you're like, oh, they doing the thing. And the crowd's in on it because the crowd clearly listens to the podcast. Right. And then it's like, Trick's the daddy. And it was great. But what Lash pulls out of that envelope is a picture, not of a sonogram, no, of the last match that Noam Dar and Trick Williams had. Noam Dar's foot was under the rope when Trick Williams pinned him 1, 2, 3. And Noam Dar was like, this is the match that gave you the momentum to go beat the Mad Dragon. And he's like, I want my win back. I want my match. And he's like, she was like, man, that's all y'all got? man.
Right.
And then, he starts flirting with Lash again.
Yeah.
And Lash is like, I can't do this. And then she tries to leave. And he grabs her, pulls her in. You're like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. They about to kiss again. And then next thing you know, Noam Dar hits that nigga with a back elbow. And Trick's laid the fuck out.
Sleepy time.
Noam Dar holds up that belt. Noam Dar is Trick's first challenger. That's happening.
Fire. I'm
That's
ready
happening.
for it. That should be a fun match.
I will say, execution wise, they executed that perfectly. I was like, if they're not doing the kid thing,
Yeah.
this might not go well.
They
But I
should
was
not
like,
do that. But it was just funny to me to think about. It's like,
yeah.
wait
But-
a second.
But I appreciate it because like it speaks to like, the Noam Darness of like him just being a smarmy heel.
Yes.
Like, my foot was under the rope, so I should get a title match. No, nigga, that's not how this shit
You know
works.
how long ago that was?
But then he's like, well, fine, if you're not gonna give me my title match, I'm gonna elbow you in the back of the head and give you a concussion. And then when you wake up, I'm gonna get a title match because you're gonna be upset now. Like, I appreciate it
You're
because it's
concussed.
when you wake up.
Where's my title at?
But to me, the funniest part about it was Noam Dar hits him with the back elbow, but Noam Dar is so short that he can't reach Trick's back of his head. So Trick laying there knocked out is literally just all Trick acting because he's not hurt. That elbow just hit Trick Williams in the back of that bubble vest. I was like, kudos to Trick for doing the thing and understanding what was supposed to happen.
Who's acting is better, Tricks or Eddie Kingston? When that explosion went off, and he had to just later, I'm dead. It's like when somebody look, that happened to me before. No,
Bunch of
shout out
sparklers
to
went
them.
off and I'm dead now.
Right, shout out to them. Sometimes your body just do the things that it's supposed to do. I never forget years ago, about probably like two decades ago, me and my brother was cleaning out an apartment for my mom, and my sister was there too. And we just picking up stuff, throwing stuff away. My brother, I go put a box down. I go in my mom's bedroom, grab a box, take it downstairs. I come back and I'm just unsuspecting. My brother, I swear, it was like slow motion. He pulls out, my brother's 12 years older than me, by the way. He pulls out like New Jack City. Adalatar, your soul's required in hell. I just look at it in slow motion like, and he goes, put this thing to my chest, my white teeth, crispy white teeth, pulls the trigger. I see the flash go, and I'm just like, oh, I start moving this, oh. I'm like, what the fuck? This nigga shot me with a starter pistol. It's like, what's wrong with you? I thought I was dead. What the fuck is going on here?
Oh, shit.
Literally.
All right, so it goes Trick Williams, Eddie Kingston, and then you in that very moment.
Baby. Hey, sometimes it just happens. Eddie Kingston had to just sit there and act like that damn them sparklers was lethal.
And also, I gotta say kudos to Noam Dar too for knowing that he wasn't gonna be able to elbow Trick in the head, so he did the loudest thigh slap possible, just to make it seem like he made impact with something other than bubble vest.
Oh, my vital organ, my shoulder blade.
No, it's just the vest. There's just a permanent dent in this cloth vest. I don't know how you dent cloth, but Noam Dar did, because beautiful back elbow.
Fascinating.
Spectacular.
Any updates on Roxy, Tallulah Spice, or
Roxy won her match. Pretty good.
Against?
Who was it against? Oh, Chelsea Green.
Yeah, Chelsea Green.
They took the hoots to NXT.
Yep, and they did the thing where like she walked past Robert Stone, and Robert Stone was like, "Good shit." And I was like, if you've been here long enough, you know.
See,
I appreciated
like
that.
They swapped hoots because Natty was on Raw and the boats was boating. So they took her on Raw because she was on NXT. She had the first Women's Underground match. And then they brought Chelsea Green down. Shout out to them. They got TV must be filled with hoots. It's a requirement. Every show.
what else? Oh, the women's combine. The women's combine happened.
Oh.
So like, I was watching it. I think they actually did a full combine, but I think they're using the footage to gimmick out how they want this match.
Yes.
Shocker, Jada Parker's towards the top of the list.
Yes. Okay. Oh, sorry.
That is a wild line. Jesus.
Yeah, that was about it.
I just got one question. Not for you. Not for you, sir. Just for Jada. Hey, I know you. I know she listens to this.
Absolutely.
I just want to know one thing.
You ready for me?
That's all I need to know. Other than that, we have reached the conclusion of this episode. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoy the shenanigans...
Oh, wait. We didn't talk about the Uncle Howdy.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk
here.
about the Me Chin match.
Did you see the clip?
BA's not here.
Oh.
That's BA's thing.
Oh,
Okay. We will get into...
We're
going to dedicate a significant portion of the culmination of all the Uncle Howdiness next week.
I got a whole thing over here. I got
you Charlie Daying it up. Then I know we're reopening the Uncle Howdy. We're gonna have full on production with it.
When you guys told me we were bringing the segment back, I started mainlining coffee and I was like, oh, we're gonna figure this shit out, brother.
The soundboard is gonna get revamped because we gotta add some music for that BA session because it's gonna get really crazy down this rabbit hole, brother. Tell you that now. But they add Me Chin as well. Double the hoots. Hoots need to be on TV.
Her hair isn't dyed anymore. It's kind of throwing me off. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, Dad. Hey, Me Chin and the choker is something to see. That's all I'll say.
Let's do it.
Sorry. Be cautious what you say because Harry Potter ain't the only wizard to be on your ass. Just saying.
That nigga injured, so I'll be all right.
Hey! Anywho, as I was saying, guys, this has been another episode of Let Me Book the Territory. Please go to letmebookpod.com/shop. Go get yourself coasters, some t-shirts. We got new merch coming soon. Join the watch crew. We are constantly predicting things, and we are the culture. Oh, it's just what it is. Other than that, you know where to find us. Find Dub at ADub1220. Find Sean, producer Sean, at...
I don't even remember off the top of my head, so don't even worry about it.
Well, no. You gon' worry about it. He don't know, but you go find it for him. And then you tell Uncle Howdy and see what the QR code pops up. It's gonna be Sean's face.
And you gotta call the phone number and say the secret phrase and then wait 5 seconds for them to
What's the phrase? Hoots. Guys. You can find me wherever, not for long, because I'm leaving social media, the cesspool that is social media, soon. I don't know. I can't give you a good date because I'm addicted like everybody else. But regardless of the fact, stay tuned. Things are abound. Changes are happening. WrestleMania tickets have passed. SummerSlam tickets just went on sale. And guess what? We in that hole. That's all you need to know. Stay tuned. Thank you for rocking with us. Shout out to all the hives, all the sections of Let Me Book Pod. We are very thankful for you and hope you keep fucking with the content because we do it for you. We do it for us. And you know what? I don't know what else to say, so I'll let The Rock say it for me.
What can I say except you're welcome?
Bitch, we out of here. That's you, Dub.